we have to be together. We thank you for the Residents Association, the Residents Board, and all the work that they do. And Lord, this is a very important meeting today with the elections. We just ask your blessing upon that as folks have volunteered to serve and to work here in the Resident Association. We just ask your blessing upon those elected. And Lord, those who do so much behind the scenes, we thank you for their work. So bless this day, we pray. And we thank you for your presence and your strength. Amen. Now will you join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Chaplain Chad. As Chad mentioned, the main issue today is the election. And I would like at this point to thank Jim Kenton, who was our nominating committee chair. And believe it or not, he's not here today. He said he preferred the Southern Caribbean to Vero Beach. But Phyllis Brewer has a team all together. Have you met her, the whole team, I think, coming in the door. And hopefully you all got ballots and pencils. And there's some still coming in. Bob, it's a good thing you're here. As we said, if you didn't show up, you're treasurer again. Okay. I'd like to give Jack Kerrigan a chance, since he was. That's the one. Since he was out with COVID last time, to ask, or if you have any comments to make.
Yes, I do.
Be they brief. Is that?
Something this morning came to me when I was at Rotary this morning. It's been recorded. Something came to me this morning as I was at Rotary at 6 o'clock, and on the bulletin they gave out, it kind of says how I feel. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others.
Thank you, Jack. Rock, anything to say? Where'd you go?
I agree with the statement.
Okay. Jerry?
I agree.
Okay. So Jerry, Rock, and Jack are the three nominees that we have at least have had their bios up on the board for the last month. I'd like to acknowledge the service of two folks that are going off the board as of today. Galen, who's been our secretary since I've been involved. And Oscar, who has served valiantly as the vice chair. Thank you so much, guys. Pardon me? Yeah, I'll get to that. I should point out that at our last planning meeting, the budgets were considered, and thanks very much to New to You, all the budget requests as submitted were granted. So stay with it, keep working. As I've said before, the committees are the heart and soul of this organization. New to You, I got a note from Al earlier. New to You, there will be the next sale is on the 9th of February. That's next Thursday, is it? Next Thursday. And it will be, Bonnie and Al Berthold are doing it. Pre-sales, if you want to call, they start on the 6th of February, which I think is a Monday. And if you wanted to go and snoop around, call Al or Bonnie at 856, the number's in the book, 856-371-4939. And thank you all for the work that you've done. That's really allowed the budgeting process to be much cleaner. New residents. I found 5 couples, and if they're here, I would ask them to stand. Wayne and Suzanne War. That's in H117. Steve and Donna Clark in I-111. Welcome. Where you guys come from? Are we the only ones that didn't come from Vero Beach? Jack and Pat McKimmey. Welcome, welcome. Also from Vero Beach?
No. From the other side, the other coast, and originally from Alabama.
Very good, welcome. Melinda Seraphin and Priscilla Spear. Welcome. And from where?
Vermont originally.
Aren't you glad you're not there now? And John and Mona Klein in Villa number 13, temporarily in G208. Are there any other new folks that have not been to a residence meeting before? Well, welcome all of you. This meeting happens every first Wednesday of the month, so we hope to see all of you, new and old folks here. The order of business is the election, and you have gotten your ballots. Are there nominations from the floor? If not, I'd entertain a motion that the nominations be closed.
I so move.
And second, the nominations are closed. The voting, Nancy, how do you want to do it? You want to come collect them now? I'm sorry, Phyllis, sorry. My mind is a blank. So if you would fill out, you've got check 2. Did you get one? Check 2, and
Is this
while
alive?
we're, yes.
Okay, yes. Does everyone have a ballot? And not 2. So you'll see that there are 3 names. Vote for 2. There are 2 positions open. And very quickly, this team of women will come and collect your ballots. We'll have them counted and ready for you by the end of the meeting.
Should we pass them to the center aisle?
We'll gather them.
Okay, thank you, Phyllis.
We want the pencils back.
That's for next year. Okay, so take this chance to vote for Jack or Jerry or Rock. And for the 2 new people that get elected, we will have an organizational meeting immediately following this one, either right here or just outside where the sun is. Okay, from our management team, Erilyn, any?
I was literally just told not too long now. So not sure how many minutes I have. I'm sure it's not that many, but I did want to share just some little tidbits with you today. I'm really happy to see the turnout for this important time. The voting for our resident boards is so important. They play an integral part in what it is that we do here at Indian River Estates and acts as an organization. So good luck to those that have been nominated, and glad to see the attendance shoot up for this. I'm hoping that it will continue. I'm sure it wasn't for the food, though. Was it for the food, or was it for the actual vote? Amen. And I'm hearing wine should be offered as well.
That would really make it popular.
So just a few things. Welcome to all of the new residents that are attending today. I'm not sure what's going on with this mic, but if I could have another mic, perhaps. Welcome to the new residents that have attended this meeting. I do recognize all of the names and most of the faces. If there's anything that you need while you're here, please don't hesitate to let me know. Galen and Oscar, thank you so much for your service on the resident board. It's been wonderful working with you. I'm not sure what you have planned by way of committees. I know that both of you are always willing to offer your support and help. I just wanted to personally thank you for your service. And for the residents that are interested in where we are with bringing on a new podiatrist for independent living residents, I'm working with Advanced Foot and Ankle of Indian River County to see if we can get them credentialed to come in to service our independent living residents at both East and West. Hopefully that credentialing process will be finalized soon, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to report that at our Ask the Director meeting, which will be Tuesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, 9 a.m. at East and 11 a.m. here at West. And that's all I have.
Any questions, please? Yes. It's not on.
Her question is, who are the doctors at Advance? I'm familiar, there are several doctors, they're a group. I'm personally familiar with one of them, which is Dr. Timothy Cabalas, but there are several in the group.
Other questions? We got to give these people time to count ballots.
That's important.
Okay, thank you, Erin. Therese.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're going to use the finicky microphone. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to hit on 6 points so we can get through to the ballot counting. So this afternoon, the food forum that didn't happen in January will happen today in here at 2 o'clock. If you want to come again, update on culinary. We have a gala fundraiser Valentine raffle basket. It's on Diane's desk if you want to check it out. There's some nice wine in there and some goodies. It'll be $1 chance, so 7 for 5. We're going to have them out in the lobby on February 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 13th from 4:30 to 6. So get your little cash in your purse and get it on down there, or your wallet. Okay, and then we have Lowell Stein, guitarist. He hasn't been here in a long time, so we'll have him February 10th on Friday, 4:30 to 5 in the lobby. And then Valentine's Day is going to be very packed. It's also birthday day, which kind of, you know, bumped it off the calendar, but no, birthday day and Valentine's Day are the same because someone asked me this morning. We have the Ask the Director meeting at 11 a.m. Then we have Norm Garney on the piano from 4:30 to 6. Hors d'oeuvres will be served in the lobby. West NPR. After that, at 7:15, we have Ivory and Gold. They're a husband-wife team, and they're going to do swing music on the piano. So that it's supposed to be very upbeat. So I think you'll enjoy it. So come on down, sign up for it. Silvertones Concert Bus. I noticed no one's signing up for that. The theme is romance movie themes. I thought that was interesting, and it's at believe the Emerson Center. So if you want to go and have a nice
First Pres.
Oh, First Presbyterian. So nobody signed up. Maybe it'd be a fun night out, morning out. Go check it out. And then Romeo's is going to Sonny's Barbecue for the fellas that are going out there. The women are going to Lunch Bunch is going to CJ Cannon's at the airport. They'll be going on the 22nd, and Romeo's will be going on the 16th. Let's see, I have one more thing. Okay, Hospitality Committee is going to have an ice cream social. We all love those, and that's going to be on Sunday, February 26th. But I did want to bring up one other thing, and I want you to notice that it's out there to sign up for Mardi Gras. We're going to have a Mardi Gras themed night, and we are going to have, RJ will be DJing in the lobby, and then we're going to have a dance party. We're going to have a dance floor. We're going to have Petite Fours desserts I'm going to bring in. We're going to have wine from the Hospitality Committee, and setups. So dance floor, live music, sounds like fun. Come on down and dance. I know Jerry Shipp wanted to dance, didn't you? Okay, so that's it. Any questions? Okay.
Any questions for Therese?
Oh, that was Fred Moyer, and he usually doesn't come with those other two fellas, but they were very good jazz. We'll have them again. Okay, good. Glad you liked it. Okay.
Okay. Galen, Secretary's report.
I know there's a secret to keeping this up there, but like Jack says, get lost in the task, and many times I have. Anyway, the minutes have been reviewed and approved by the board, and that's the very last time you'll hear that from me. So I want to thank everyone for supporting me and allowing me to serve you for the 3 years. I enjoyed it every minute of it, and thanks again.
Thank you, Galen. Bob, Treasurer?
I'm happy to report that we have a balance of $36,491.41. And most of that has come from New to You. And now that I live next door to the New to You people, Al and Bonnie, I can tell you it's a lot of work. And the place where the New to You is held is right across the hall. So they're out there almost 24 hours a day. And it's really a tough job, but it's made it finances just about everything we do. So I really thank them very, very much. And as your quasi-treasurer, I really have to thank Jim Schoner for being the real treasurer, the man behind the man. And as late as yesterday morning, he was in helping or doing the books for me, and has done it once a month since my unfortunate election. So, Jim, I can't thank you enough, and the check is in the mail. Other than that, are there any questions which Jim can answer? Well, thank you. It was very nice of the board to vote, give me the vote of confidence to be the treasurer since I wasn't at the meeting, and hopefully one of the two new board members will volunteer or be elected to treasurer.
Or just don't show up to the meeting.
Well, I suggest that's a sure thing. But anyways, thank you. It really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but then again, it was.
Thank you, Bob. That's a tough job to begin with, but and thank you, Jim. George Flykra. Hey, Tim, how they doing out there, counting ballots?
Well, can you hear me? Our FLYCRA moment for this month. We're in our 5th week of the committees. There's 7 weeks prior to the legislative session beginning, so we're in the 5th week. And what they do during these fifth weeks is the committees come together and assess what are we thinking about in the way of potential legislation for coming up this year. That's one of the things. They talk about the schedule. They talk about the likelihood of something maybe coming from federal that they have to support in some way or another. So that's what happens in these committees. There's 120 state representatives, and those state representatives have 10 of these standing committees. There's quite a bit fewer, like 40 senators, and they've got almost 20 standing committees. And their job, as I said, is to review what the potentials are going to be for the coming year. The way the anticipation is right now, it's going to be inflation, abortion, property insurance, health care and prescription costs, parental rights, and water levels and water quality in Florida. All this is being considered in light of, you recall last month I mentioned that Florida had about 400 people per square mile. Well, the anticipation is that Florida is going to grow 32% over the next 17 years by 2040. And if that's true, our 22 million people will become almost 30 million. So that the 400 people per square mile will become about 550 people per square mile. Now you say, well, so what? New Jersey has 1,500 people per square mile. That's true, but the United States, across all of the United States, there's 93 people per square mile. And when you think about the density of Florida, 18.5% of Florida is water. So we're talking about some very significant things, maybe this year, but certainly over the next 17 years. So I encourage you to stay alert. FLICRA certainly will stay alert. But remember, FLICRA is concentrated basically on Florida. It's a Florida organization that looks after Florida legislation and Florida bureaucratic initiatives. But when you think about it, if we're really going to be of value to you, to ourselves as residents, we really need to look after federal stuff as well. Because people in our age group, over 65, say, have 45 times more net worth than the people under 40 across the United States. Amazing, isn't it? So if you are a government person and you want to raise more money, where would you go? You'd be looking at us, wouldn't you? So I think if we are going to really do our job, we not only have to pay attention to what's going on in Tallahassee, but we have to pay attention to what's going on in Washington. That's all I got. Any questions? Okay, didn't mean to scare you.
No. Thank you, George, and congratulations on that last FLICRA meeting. That the woman who was the historian of Indian River County it was an outstanding presentation. Well done, well done. Gayla, Jill.
Good morning. First, I have some very bad news. For those of you who did not hear yet, Tom Brady retired today. Okay.
Again.
So, the good news is that the gala's coming, and it's April 27th And for those of you who didn't get your save the date card, I have plenty more and we'll be handing them out still. But make sure it's on your calendar. We're having a great night of music in the, what do you call the room? The big room, the lobby. In the lobby, we're gonna have piano music and open bar and singing and dancing and no dancing. Okay, and then we're gonna have a very nice dinner, and then Jim Jordan and his big band are coming, and we're gonna have dancing and music and singing and dancing then. Okay. I also wanted to tell you that we're not doing a whole lot of silent auctions and things like that, so we're not gonna be asking you to go out and find a lot of money everywhere and ask a lot of people to donate. We're just gonna work within ourselves and have some interesting things that happen between now and then that we can all make small donations to. So Sunday, I think it's Sunday, is today?
Yes,
Wednesday?
it is Sunday.
Yes. Okay, on Sunday, we're having karaoke at East from 4 to 6, and it's Broadway karaoke. Oh, I forgot to mention that the gala's title is Acts on Broadway. Okay? So please come to karaoke, and we're going to have Nelson's Bar. We're going to have snacks. It's going to be a nice party, so please put that on your calendar and come on over. And don't forget to put the gala on your calendar for April 27th. Okay, we'll be in touch again.
Thank you, Jill, and thank you for the work you're doing on this one. Erilyn, we have a question for you.
Erilyn, I understand there's some new legislation that's either been passed or it's proposed affecting three-story buildings or greater, all coming from the collapse of the building down south. Is that going to be affecting us out here, and do you know anything about it?
No, not us directly. We've had a assessment done already, all of this legislative stuff coming down the pipe. We're okay at this point. If there's anything else that's communicated to me by way of infrastructure, I'll be sure to let you know.
Okay. Thank you, Erilyn. We're gonna punt here. Are there concerns from you, from the residents, that we can talk about for a while the ballots get counted? Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, everybody going to see the movie 80 for Brady? Speaking of Tom's second retirement. That would have been a much more appealing movie if he'd actually made it to the Super Bowl. But, okay, they're coming. Very good. Hey, Phyllis. Yeah, if we had a timpani here, we would roll it. Very good. Okay. The new board members are Jack Berrigan and Rock Tunkel. Congratulations, guys. And Jerry, thanks for putting your name in the hat. We appreciate the more people we have, the better chance we've got of getting sort of diverse ideas on this board, and I think that's really important. Okay. Are there other, you guys aren't coming through with any questions or complaints or things? One over there. There's a microphone coming. Thanks, Tim. Sorry, they're always across the room. It's either not on or you're not. Got to really put it almost in your mouth. Here you go. This one works.
Is it possible to get from the landscaping department names of qualified landscaping people, since the regulations now read that you either are able to obtain private help service with landscaping from our own department, and if that isn't available, to use the approved landscaping contractors in the community, but who are they?
I will certainly pass that on to Enrique. You're still working on it? That's Jeff's comment, we're still working on it, but we'll get that. I think the landscaping committee meets sometime this month, right? This Thursday, next Thursday? Okay, coming up real soon. All right, we will get that. Let me, why am I carrying two microphones?